Well, welcome back to the lab. In episode 25, Jerry struggled with weight pushing the subscribe button. I tried to show mass and weight in that button. This week, we worked on something a little bit different. Sprint 3, the tennis ball. So the challenge is making the object feel heavy. It's the opposite. It's making it feel light, stretchy, and quick. If the physics are wrong, it'll just feel incorrect, like a rock instead of a ball bouncing. So can Jerry handle the bounce? Let's take a look. Yeah, it's never a good sign when first thing that happens is the application crashes. But, fire it back up and just get to it. Well, starting out, I just wanted to have a base trace layer underneath it, so I had a rough idea of what I was going to be sketching over. I don't know when I figured it out, but it's a great feature where you can change the opacity of a layer. So I could drop it in here and adjust the transparency, so when I'm drawing over it, it works great. Just want to quickly sketch in the stage, the cliff and the wall and the ground. I did discover that as I was using the same scene and just keep building into it, Tahoma did not like me trying to use the same layer name over and over again. Once I got the layer sorted out, then I just had to add Jerry, and then I'll add the ball in a minute. Don't know if it's the best way, but right now my method is for squash and stretch to create 3 states for each object: a normal, a stretch, and a squash state, and that's what I'm working on here. So it did take me a minute to get something that I was happy with. I did have to work on making sure that I kept all the points together so I had a solid object. In the case of the tennis ball, I wanted to have colored inside, and then later on you'll see with Jerry, I wanted to make sure that I did color him white inside for future proofing. Once I got all the 3 different states created, then it was a matter of just, I wanted to get Jerry and the ball in the correct place, and then work on parenting objects together so as they were moving, everything was working like I wanted. So I did spend a little time before the ball was actually thrown. I just wanted to work on the anticipation for it, and that's what I'm kind of doing here, is giving Jerry just a little bit of a hop into the right position to throw the ball. It's just prepping the audience for the fact that he's going to do an action. And along with getting Jerry in the right spot, then I wanted to look like he was actually pulling the ball back to throw it, so it just doesn't look like he's dropping it. There needs to be an actual anticipation for the throw as well. Help out as far as the ease in for the throw, I just added a quick timing chart right on the first line. So we spent a little time trying to get the placement of the ball along the timeline to make it look like it was moving in a proper speed, as well as switching it to the stretch mode. Again, that's just helping it get that feeling of motion, and you can see me rotating here and just getting it in the proper position before it does that first hit for the first squash. I wasn't really completely satisfied with the original anticipation, so I tried to make it look like more like the ball was arcing just a little bit when he was getting ready to throw it, and then went back into trying to get that timing of the throw correct. And I finally was more or less satisfied with that first throw going along. The timing was correct. I got the squash at the very bottom of it. Then I started working on the angle of the bounce. And you'll see me work on that for quite a while, just trying to get it so there was a squash and a bounce and the speed of it bouncing up correct. And it took me a minute to get something I was satisfied with. Once I got that first bounce correct and I started moving into the second from the wall back over to Jerry, what you'll see here is me trying to get the speed, so the stretch mode correct, and then trying to get the angles following along the arc correct. What I wanted to do is make it look like it was arcing properly, more natural, and have the ball in the stretch state follow along with that arc. Once I got the arc finished, did a quick just once over and made sure I was happy with everything. And then what I wanted to do is Jerry's sitting on the edge of that ledge there, and I kept adjusting his head so it looked like he was actually following the ball going down to the first and second, coming into the arc. I just thought it would beat the hell out of him just standing like a dummy. I just wanted him kind of looking at the ball and something for your eye to look. Once Jerry caught the ball, I kind of wanted to reset the animation for a loop, so I had him do a little hop back to kind of get him into the original position, but also help give the feeling of the ball having a little speed and coming down and him catching it more naturally. And once I did that, I just needed to get it ready to export. That's when I noticed the background layer was transparent, so I did put a white background in there so that depending on what I was using it for, I would have a solid base. And then save it out. So with Sprint 3 in the books, it was a simple exercise, but something that was necessary. Getting this down is going to help breathe a little life into Eep Doodle in later episodes. Next up, I'm going to tackle the pendulum swing with follow through and overlay. This is where things can get a little loopy. If you're following this channel, hopefully you've seen some of the pencil tests that I've been posting in YouTube Shorts. I've been doing some experimenting, just really quick animations, very loose, just getting used to the pendulum swing and the follow through. So if you've been following along with the 50 sprints, let me know how your timing's going. Share a couple clips with me. Let me know down in the comments. And as always, it does help the channel. Let's follow along with Jerry down here and hop on that subscribe button. We'll see you next week.